let's dive into Saquon a little bit here.
Okay.
I don't think it's going well. The more we hear about it, and they signed Danny Dimes, and when they signed Danny Dimes, we immediately knew they were going to use the franchise tag on Saquon Barkley because in their minds, old Dayball over there, he had the boys running towards the end of the season there. The offense was flying around, the defense was. Hey, it's a massive wins in Minnesota. I do recall they had a big time win. Hey, here we go. We bring everybody back. The fans will be happy. Our team will be good. We'll be off. We got to get a deal done with either Saquon or Danny Dimes. We're either going to franchise tag Danny Dimes and get a deal done with Saquon, or we're going to get a deal done with Danny Dimes, and we're going to franchise tag Saquon. That was kind of our understanding from outside in. We might be wrong, but I believe that is what we covered for like 2-3 weeks. Mm-hmm. And we said it, and nobody corrected us outright, so we're going to assume that is an accurate depiction of how the fuck it was going over there. Saquon said, well, wait a second. That's your idea. That's not my idea. I'm getting $10 million. I should be getting 15, maybe 14, 16. If you put that over a couple years, that's a vastly different life than if I'm just making what the franchise tag is. And now he was at his camp and speaking to the media, had a sweet shirt on while giving an interview, and was asked by an ESPN reporter basically about how it's going with the New York Giants and if they're negotiating, and this is what he had to say.
I think they're open to talking. I think I'm open to talking, but I think at the end of the day, when you really break it down and look at it as a whole, it's no rush. It's no rush. You still have time. There's still time on the table to get to July 17th. July 17th is not tomorrow. It's not in a week. We still have time, and that's how I look at it. I guess maybe that's like the naive way to look at it, and I could be completely wrong. But for me, that's how I look at it, and I trust my team, and hopefully I trust in the Giants that we can get something done.
Joe was very open. They pulled the offers. Did that surprise you at all? They're going through this process?
Like I said, that's for a whole nother time.
Saquon, quick question about the market for running backs. Do you think maybe, the next collective bargaining or something that the union and the owners can come together and find something?
So we don't have his answer to that, but we do have a follow-up statement he made to Adam Schefter via a notes section app text, we do believe. Mm-hmm. Schefter says, Giants franchise running back Saquon Barkley confirmed after the Saquon Barkley youth football camp that he had a 6 shirt. Like
6 shirt.
Awesome. You get a free, if that shirt comes with the camp price.
It probably does.
Worth it.
I'm fucking in. Go ahead.
I think he had a shark tooth diamond necklace.
Sick necklace, too. I mean, he looked very, very cool, but that was his first time really speaking about it. His words, Adam Schefter, in a follow-up, as I have previously stated, I'm not looking to set any contract records. I'm not demanding to be the highest paid player in my position. I understand the current market. My goal is to just be compensated respectfully based on my contributions to the team on the field and in locker room. I've been in talks with the Giants throughout the offseason. If at some point there's a deal that is fair to both sides on the table, I'll be ready to sign it. So here we go. The classic, you put a number on me, and I will judge whether or not I think that's respectful or not. And I think that is an interesting way to go into a negotiation. He said July 17th is still a long way away when they have to get the deal done. That is when the franchise tag thing has to be signed or whatever. So whenever he dives into that date, he's saying deadlines kind of
spur action.
And compromises.
Yes.
When people compromise things, normally a deadline comes. So his number right now might be, boom, this is what I need. This is what this person's making. You're telling me I'm not fucking better than this person? No way. But in July 16th, July 15th, is there a chance that an offer is made and it's kind of laid out like, do you want to throw away $30 million
what you have
for an extra $6 million right now? Do you 36, you want to get that? So maybe that's what he's talking about. Maybe that's what he's alluding to. Seems to be in great shape. I think all Giants fans probably want this over as fast as possible, AJ.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be going great right now, but I think what he's saying is so true. It's June 12th right now. You have till July 17th to figure it out. So why would they, like you said, once the deadline gets closer, then that's when it's going to become real. But Did the Zeke contract that Jerry gave him, did that ruin the running back market for a while because people don't be stuck with giant running back contracts?
Well, I'm excited to hear what Dan Orlovsky has to say here at 4 o'clock on NFL Live because he said, I don't think that's necessarily true because you look at Christian McCaffrey got paid a lot of money.
Kamara.
Still playing. Alvin Kamara got paid a lot of money. Still playing. Derrick Henry now, that offense had to change because A.J. Brown leaves and they just literally packed the box. And I think he was injured a little bit. I don't remember. Did they arrest him or was he injured?
I remember they arrested him right before the Jags last game. I didn't know if that was because of an injury or not.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Didn't he like break his foot early in the season, and then they waited to bring him back because like they wanted him to be healthy for like the playoff push?
Yeah, so whatever the case, I guess people could view that as a negative, but if he's back and healthy, like I assume the defensive end that plays running back really good is going to be able to be good. So I don't know if I don't know why it has become like a no way we're spending actual capital in the public thought, because it feels like there have been guys that have been paid.
Oh, yeah.
And they played pretty good, AJ.
Yeah, there is. I mean, I don't know. It's got to be like the structure, the length of the deal, something like that has to be holding it up, I would imagine. The team obviously wants to protect themselves. If he's hurt, if it doesn't really work out.
A lot of hits, right? I guess that's the thing.
Yeah.
They know he's a workhorse, man. They need him. They obviously, their offense, I mean, will run through Saquon. So he knows that. He has leverage because of that. But the team also has to think of that and be like, okay, how long do we think we can sustain like the production this guy has and keep him healthy?
That's an interesting convo, especially when it's a new GM, right? And the one that drafted him.
Yeah.
And a new operation. It's like, what an interesting personal, because he's talking about respectful. All I would like to be is compensated respectfully.
Yeah.
That's an interesting, like how
different on both sides. Each side has different numbers for respectful offers, I think.
Respectfully, imagine them saying that.
Yeah. This is the offer.
That's a hilarious thing. Respectfully, this is why we are viewing it this way. That's like D-Hop's contract, same thing. How's that going to end up panning out?
Yeah, exactly. Especially if what Orlovsky said, like, doesn't really matter what the money is. He's more so looking to win.
Championships.
But I think the last running back was Nick Chubb to get, paid and get a contract extension, right? Was that last offseason? And that wasn't a market resetter. Like, it feels like we talk about how, like, the NFL is cyclical. I don't know if it's ever going to come back for the running backs to the point where, like, they are paid more than $15 million a year. Like, that run seems to be over, especially with young guys coming in.
And we're getting into a more power football phase, it feels like. And the running backs are somehow not as highly valued as they were whenever everything was definitely wide open.
That's wild.
It is. It's very interesting. But I think like the whole RPO, I was trying to play action, but RPO, the whole, what a thing.
It's crazy.
But then you start seeing the success, right? Jalen's having. You start seeing the success that other people are having.
Holmes.
And what do you need? Well, we just need like really fresh running backs, actually. Like really fresh, really fast running backs are perfect for us because it can clear shit out. Like, we need people to clear out. We're looking for more space so we can operate quicker. So it's like the run game is coming back, being very important, leverage and blocking and angles. But it feels like having one guy just carry the load is something that is kind of dispersing. So now you get so many options as opposed to just a couple.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like the convo is about how they're not going to get paid ever. And it's like Saquon might end up pretty disappointed in this entire thing, just strictly because of the way the market is.
And the only way they are going to pay those guys, like a McCaffrey, is like if those guys are also going to catch 100 balls. And like they're just,
or throw a touchdown.
Yeah, or throw a touchdown. And there just aren't, like now I guess we're seeing it more with guys in college, but the guys who are in the league right now, like there aren't that many guys who can, be third down backs, like be on the field the whole time, and then also will catch 80 to 100 passes as well.
Here's the contracts listed out. I believe this is probably from Spotrac. Christian McCaffrey, $64 million in total value, total guaranteed $36 million. Kamara, $75 million contract, total guarantee $34 million, so a lot of incentives in that thing. Derrick Henry, $50 million, total guaranteed $25.5. 36 for Chubb. Joe Mixon, obviously at $48 million. They're thinking that one's going to be over though. Yep. Aaron Jones, $23 million. Okay, now it starts going down.
And that's only 2 years.
Dahn.
And around.
Yeah,
Aaron Jones took a cut too, and he does it all. He catches a bunch of balls out of the back.
Saquon was that offense though last year. Like they ran the ball, they were top 5 in everything. It's not last year for sure. They had no weapons. Like Isaiah Hodgins came on late and like was a great story and stuff like that. And now they have Waller, but they still don't have like a guy on the outside. And Saquon caught the ball. Saquon ran the ball. He was unbelievable.
Saquon and Waller with that day ball offense, I think can be very successful. Yeah. Now, could Saquon stay on the field is what everybody's worried about, the running back position. A lot of hits. But damn, superstar over there. That did not sound as positive of a response as I was hoping, and I assume Giants people were hoping. A lot of time, though. They can get it done still.
Sure.
Well, you can
He
see
knows
why
it's all
he's-
leverage.
All leverage.
You can see why he's pissed too, because to Tony's point, like because he was so effective and so good last year, like that made Daniel Jones not have to do as much, and he had the best season of his career, and then he gets broken off and gets paid a bunch, and Saquon's probably like, yeah, I'm the reason you fucking played as well as you did last year, because if you were doing what you did 2 years ago where he's fumbling a bunch and throwing picks, like that was when Saquon was hurt.
They had to pick one, too. That was very public.
Oh, yeah. Had to.
One person has to get a contract. One person has to get a lot less money than they're thinking they're getting.
Down the wire. The tough thing with those
The
guys.
11th hour.
Yeah.
Damn. Saquon thought he was probably getting a deal there.
I think he probably did.
Yeah.
What did they say about pulling offers? What did the reporter asked him?
So I would assume the pulling offers thing, when Danny Dimes gets his deal done, right?
They change it.
Hey, your franchise tag now.
So whatever we had on the table was gone.
Yeah, I don't know. That would make sense. I have not heard that until that person said that either. Had not done enough research. But that seemingly would be
Yeah.
That would make sense.
what would make sense and why he would maybe be so, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah,
Dan
now
would
he-
have been franchised.
And he's not the only one, too. Like, did you see how low Eckler was? And did anybody have more touchdowns than Austin Eckler last year in the running back position?
It is bananas that Eckler was fighting for like an extension.
Yeah.
Fighting for a contract. And then they said, how about this? $1.5 million more.
$2 million.
How about it?
Okay.
You got to earn it, though.
And it was like,
Incentives.
and everybody was like, yep, that's the running back market or whatever. It's like, that guy's just a touchdown. What's the touchdown scorer market?
Yes.
Isn't that a different market? Or are we just going strictly by positional base? Because situations are situational. And a situation, whenever the ball is in Austin Eckler's hand, is a touchdown situation.
Always.
Always.
He's so good.
He's only
Always.
28 too.
What's that?
He's been
AJ?
doing it. He's only 28 years old. I assumed he was a little bit older just because it seems like he's been scoring touchdowns the last 10 years.
That's another problem in the running back market.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook, 27 or 28. Everybody says the guy's old.
Yeah, they say that's like 35 for running backs.
Yeah. This guy might as well just go in
Hang
the
him
Hall
up.
of Fame.
Yeah.
Put him in the museum.
He's done.
Jeez.